Hi, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. This is Shefali Singla, and in today's session I'll be talking about few of the codes written in C programming language. So as you know that in the evening session we have started with the concept of data structures. So I'll be just discussing the codes related to those topics. Okay. So as of now, we have just covered the concept of one-dimensional array. So I'll be discussing the code, how to traverse the elements of one-dimensional array, how to insert an element in one-dimensional array, and how to delete an element from the one-dimensional array. So this will be the agenda for today's session. Rest, we will be having the discussion on two-dimensional array at the same time, that is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay, so this is let's quickly go through the introduction part. As you know that daily we are having seven sessions of 1 hour each at the time 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. as we have started with the Envision batch. This is basically a English batch course. So in this daily we are having 7 sessions on different subjects like general aptitude, discrete mathematics, computer networks, data structures and programming, compiler design, operating systems and algorithms. So in these, if you observe, I have started with the concepts of data structures and programming. Already we have covered the concepts of programming, and remaining concepts we will be learning through questions. So daily I'll be taking a session on programming and previous year questions on C programming that have been asked in the gate paper at 12:30 to 2 p.m. to discuss PYQs and to understand the concepts of programming. You can join the session at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you look at the sessions of this batch, so I'll be dealing with the concepts of data structures and programming, and the session will be at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. This will be 1 hour session. Okay. So hope this is clear to everyone. Timing is clear. At the end of the session, I'll be discussing the schedule in much more detail. Now let's talk about one of the very useful app, that is Unacademy Learning app. This app is available on both the Play Store and the Apple Store. So you guys can download this app in order to watch the free live sessions, recorded sessions, to attempt live quizzes, tests and so on. So these are the benefits. Benefit कब मिलता है? जब आप घर से बाहर हो, आपके पास कोई सिस्टम या कहीं पे आपको वेट करने के लिए टाइम ज़्यादा लग गया, तो कई बार आपको टेंशन होनी शुरू हो जाती है कि ऑलरेडी गेट का पेपर आने में 3 months आर लेफ्ट एंड स्टिल यू आर वेस्टिंग योर टाइम. तो आपका टाइम वेस्ट नहीं होगा. करेक्ट. Apart from this, if you want to cover 100% syllabus in detail with proper strategy, then you can watch the sessions. You can get the subscription. We have 2 types of subscriptions, that is Plus subscription and Iconic subscription. If I talk about the benefits of both, so there are few common benefits in Plus and Iconic. Basically, Plus is a basic plan to get started with, which is dealt by India's top educators. This means that India's best educators are going to take the Plus sessions. Interactive live classes will be there. In case if you have missed the live sessions, you can follow the recorded sessions, and in case of any query, you can always ask your doubts in the doubt solving session. So Plus course and Iconic courses are designed in such a way that every 4th session will be a live doubt solving session. Apart from that, structured schedule, structured course and PDFs will be provided to you. Live tests and quizzes will be there. Quizzes बचे हम 2 टाइप की ले रहे हैं. One is weekly quiz. This will be focusing on the concepts what you have covered in a week's time, so that कि आपको पता चल जाए how much you have grabbed the topic and कितना समझ में आया. And at the end of each course we will be having a mega quiz. As I have finished a complete course on algorithms on the Plus, so tomorrow we will be having a mega quiz at 9 p.m. on algorithms. So those who want to attempt this quiz, they can join the quiz at 9 p.m. tomorrow. Apart from this, Iconic is another subscription which takes your preparation level to the next level with the help of personal coach. So additional benefits क्या है बच्चे इसमें? You will be getting a personal coach. Personalized test analysis would be there, so that you get to know that what are your weak areas and the strong areas. और कहाँ पे आप क्या मिस्टेक कर रहे हो, आपको एक डायरेक्शन मिल जाएगी, और जब आप राइट डायरेक्शन में एफर्ट्स डालते हो तो डेफिनेटली रिजल्ट्स बहुत अच्छे आते हैं. study planner will be provided to you, and apart from that, preparatory study material will be provided to you. This means that you need not to waste your time in preparing the material. So everything will be provided to you from your side. Only the practice will be required, because आपके behalf पे बच्चे educators can't do the practice. Ultimately you have to write the paper, right? So these are the features of Plus subscription and the Iconic subscription. If we talk about the subscription plans, we have two types of Iconic subscription plans. One is 1 year and other one is 2 year. 1 year Iconic subscription is for 50,250 and 2 year Iconic subscription is for 74,000. But if you are going to apply this referral code is Shefali, Shefali. So by applying this referral code, you will be getting 10% discount. 10% discount. This means that for 1 year Iconic subscription you have to pay 45,225 and 2 year Iconic subscription के लिए you need to pay 66,600. Hi, good afternoon Anushka. Clear? तो बच्चे ये 2 year subscription किसके लिए beneficial है? For the students which are currently in the first year, second year or third year of BTech, because जितनी जल्दी जितनी early stage पे आप अपनी preparation start करोगे उतना ज़्यादा आपको practice time मिलेगा and directly it will impact your GATE score. Second thing is, whatever subjects we are going to cover under GATE and ESE, those are the core technical subjects of your branch and which are included in the curriculum of second year and third year of BTech. This means that if you have thoroughly understood those subjects, concepts, codes, numericals, everything, तो definitely theory में तो आपको कोई problem आएगी नहीं. So this means that without putting in extra efforts or without going for subject-wise coaching, you will be able to perform well in the semester exams. Second thing is, third year students can also write the GATE 2021. This means that अगर आपने थर्ड ईयर में गेट क्रैक कर लिया विद अ गुड स्कोर बट स्टिल यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद योर स्कोर, कई बार स्टूडेंट्स को होता है ना कि 2 digit रैंक आ गया बट आई वांट 1 digit रैंक, सो यू कैन अगेन राइट द पेपर इन द फोर्थ ईयर. जो भी आपको बेस्ट स्कोर लगता है, जब यूज करने गेट स्कोर इज वैलिड फॉर 3 years, सो यू कैन यूज एनी ऑफ योर गेट स्कोर. सो गेट स्कोर को आप इम्प्रूव कर सकते हो एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो इंक्लूड योर गेट स्कोर इन योर रिज्यूम. That will help you in the placements. तो अगर आपका resume shortlist हो जाता है तो फिर 2 rounds would be there. One is the written round, which is also known as elimination round, in which you will be facing multiple choice questions, and other one is interview. Interview के case में you will be facing the questions from some of the topics which are practically useful in industry. So obviously, if you have prepared thoroughly the core technical subjects, so you won't be facing any problem during the placements. So this is the benefit. 1 year subscription is beneficial for the students which are in the 4th year or those are pass outs. Okay? Is this clear? Third year students, those who are in 5th semester, they can also go for a 1 year subscription, because 4th year में अगर आप last chance avail करना चाहते हो, then in that case you can go for 1 year subscription. I have talked about the benefits. According to your requirement, you can opt for the plan. This is about the Iconic subscription plans. If we talk about the Plus subscription plans, in the Plus we have multiple subscription plans: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 18 months and 2 year. Directly हम referral code के बाद how much you have to pay, directly we'll talk about that. For 1 month, you need to pay 4,950 rupees. For 3 months, you need to pay 12,375. For 6 months, you need to pay 22,275. For 1 year, you need to pay 27,225. For 18 months, you need to pay 34,650. And for 2 years, you need to pay 39,600. So these are the various Plus subscription plans. If you don't want the personal coach or personalized test analysis is not required and study material is not required, in that case you can go for the Plus subscription, and don't forget to apply this referral code to get 10% instant discount. By applying this referral code, you will be added to my group, so whatever queries you will be having, I'll be handling those queries. And obviously बात है कि किसी का भी रेफरल कोड यूज करके आपने सब्सक्रिप्शन लिया है तो यू कैन फॉलो एनी नंबर ऑफ एजुकेटर्स. दोज हु हैव ऑलरेडी गॉट द सब्सक्रिप्शन, दे स्टिल कैन फॉलो माय सेशंस. करेक्ट? Any doubt on this point? So this is about the subscription plans. Shall we start with the session? Only 3 months are required. Proper strategy is required if you want to score well in the exam. Okay, let's crack it. But yeah, as already discussed, I'll be discussing 3 operations which can be performed on a one-dimensional array: traversing, insertion and deletion. Sorting हमने cover कर लिया है algorithms में. We have discussed various sorting algorithms in algorithms, and how to merge, that is also covered. So these are the 3 operations that we have not discussed. I'll be discussing these 3 operations in today's session. So first of all, accessing the elements. Traversing means accessing the elements of an array. So if you have one-dimensional array of some size, let us assume that the size is 5. Yesterday I told you that index always starts from 0 in C programming language. By default it starts from 0. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If the last index is 4, in this case, what is the size of an array? Since it is starting from 0, so it will be upper bound minus lower bound plus 1. So it comes out to be 5. Some elements are stored here. Let's assume that 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. I want to traverse all these elements. First of all, if I want the user to enter the data, what I'll do is, अगर आपको यूजर से बच्चे डेटा चाहिए तो आप कौन सा फंक्शन कॉल करते हो? दैट इज scanf. And to print the data in C programming language, we are using printf. Make sense? ये सबको clear है? Now, I want to insert the data for all these 5 positions. So what I'll do is, I want to get the data for the index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3 and index 4. So simply I'll just use one for loop where the first position will be referred to 0. So for I is equal to 0, कहाँ तक जाएगा? Till 4. That is, I is less than 5, or directly you can write here size. अगर आप इसको भी डायनामिक करना चाहते हो तो you can ask the user to enter the size. Whatever size will be entered by the user, just use here the variable size. तो आप क्या करोगे? If you want the user to enter the size, you'll be scanning that in the variable size. यहाँ पे एक variable ले लो, int size, scan करवाओ and use that. For example, user has taken an array of size 5. So directly here, instead of writing 5, mark it as size. अब हर एक के लिए you need to get the value. Position को कैसे रेफर करोगे? A of 0. So scanf at the address, at the location, what value is required? कौन सी location पे? Initially the value of I is 0. So value at array of 0. Let's assume that 10 is inserted. After that, it will increment the value of I becomes 1. So next value will be taken. Increment the value and so on. So array elements are obtained. After this, I want to print all the elements of the array. Print का मतलब क्या? This is just like I'm traversing all the elements of the array. I'm visiting each and every element and printing the value of each and every element. So again, we will be using the same loop from index 0 to less than size. 0 to 5, every time it will be taking the value which is present at ith index. So simply in one-dimensional array, just one for loop is sufficient to traverse all the elements of the array. Is this clear? ये कोड काफी इजी है, इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है, just you have to use the concept of a for loop. Clear to everyone? Now next is we want to insert an element in the given array. Inserting an element in an array. First of all, we'll understand the concept and then we will be writing the code. For example, some array is there of size 5, or let us take it as size 6. Size of an array is 6. By default, let's assume that index is starting from 0. So last index is represented by 5. Now, some position is entered by the user. This means that a Jeet notification नहीं आया था. That's I guess yesterday's session में I had announced that I'll be taking a session at 12:30. Now onwards I'll be taking a session at 12:30 as well, in which we will be discussing the codes or the previous year questions. जो भी main concepts होंगे that we will be discussing at 7 PM regular time पे, और उसके अलावा जो भी extra चीज़ें हमें discuss करनी होंगी that we will be discussing at 12:30. Okay? Now position क्या बताएगा? At what position you want to insert the element. For example, elements are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. I want to insert one element in the existing array A. At what position? At the third position. What is third position? This is position 1, first element, second element, third element. I want to insert the element here. Some element that is 25. I want to insert 25 at the third position. तो इसका मतलब कि ये सारे elements क्या होंगे? These will be shift. These elements needs to be shift. क्योंकि जब आप element को अगर directly you will insert here, this is going to overwrite 30. Then you won't be able to recover this data. First of all, you need an empty slot to insert an element. Empty slot के लिए क्या करोगे? जो भी position पे element चाहिए, you need to shift these elements. So 50 will be shifted here. 50 will be shifted here. So what is this? This is nothing but whatever element is present at A of 4, now that element will be present at A of 5. A of 4 pe what element was present? That is 50. Now 50 is shifted to A of 5. Now this slot is available. This element will shift here. Whatever element is present at A of 3, that needs to be shifted at the position A of 4. Whatever element is present at A of 2 will shift at A of 3. Shifting is taking place. So this means that here we have 40, here we have 30. Now at this place you can insert the element 25. So this means that whenever in the existing array you want to insert an element at a particular position, on the basis of the position you need to shift the elements. Correct? So what was the size here? Initially the size of an array was size of an array. Array का मतलब क्या? I am just taking the size or the number of elements which are present in the array, that is 5. कौन सी values को shift कर रहे हो? This is nothing but A of I is shifted to A of I plus 1. A of I is shifted to A of I plus 1. A of I is shifted to A of I plus 1. कहाँ से शुरू किए? From size minus 1. Why is it size minus 1? Because index is by default starting from 0. इतना समझ में आया? तो we need to repeat these number of statements. So जब भी आपके पास iterative statements आती हैं, iterative के लिए आप क्या use करते हो? Loops. So what loop I'll be using here? For loop. Shifting कहाँ से शुरू होगी? Can you start it from here? 30 को यहाँ पे 40 पे करवा दो, फिर 40 तो overwrite हो गया. So obviously the direction of shifting the elements will be from right to left. So for loop will be starting from where? What is the value of I? I is equal to, if the size is 5, or let me take this as 6. इससे confuse नहीं करवाना है. So size is equal to 5 का मतलब क्या? आपके पास कितने elements present थे in the array before insertion? That was 0, 2, 4, 5. So size minus 1, यहाँ से शुरू करोगे. Every time you need to decrement the value of I. Every time need to decrement the value of I. कहाँ तक जाएगा? Position is what? Position is 3. I की वैल्यू कहाँ तक जाएगी? I want the element at third position. That means index 2. तो कितने elements shift होंगे? कहाँ तक shifting होगी? I की वैल्यू कहाँ तक जाएगी? 2 तक. Correct? So this is nothing but I is greater than or equal to position minus, position is 3, 3 minus 1. Is this clear? Why we are starting from right and how we have considered the conditions, on what basis we are writing this. Is this clear to everyone? Yes? So this is how insertion will take place, in which shifting is required. So this is nothing but, for this condition what we have to do is ai plus 1 वाली position पे कौन सी value आएगी, whatever is present at a of I. This is the iterative statement. Iterative statement. Ma'am, here we have an empty space to shift the last element, but what will happen if we don't have extra memory in the array? So in that case, you need to create new array, because that will be a case of overflow. If the size of the array is fixed and all the elements are full, for example, यहाँ पे भी कोई element already available है, so array is full and still I want to insert an element when no memory is available, that is a case of overflow. So in that case, by making a function call to calc, it will be creating a new array of double the size. It will copy all the elements of the previous array and then it will be inserting the new element. क्योंकि element तो तभी insert होगा जब memory available होगी, space ही available नहीं element को store करने के लिए, तो in that case you won't be able to insert the element. Clear, Anushka? Any other query? So let's go through the code. We have understood this. This is for your reference. Properly I have written each and every step. Header file is included. Main function. We have declared an array of size 50. Position क्या बताएगा, कौन सी position पे element insert करना है. I क्यों create करवा रहे integer I, because we have to execute a for loop. Size of an array represents that how many elements are present in the array, and element is what element you want to insert in an array. Okay, so first of all we are printing one message that enter the number of elements in the array. मतलब कितने elements आपके पास, आपने एक size लिया 50, up to 50 elements can be present in the array. Size 50 है, 50 elements के लिए memory is allocated. In that memory you can store one element or two elements or 45 elements or 48 elements, up to 50 elements you can store. So we are printing this message for the user. So user will enter that. For example, I have created an array of size 50, but currently user wants to enter just the 25 elements. Just the 25 elements. 0, 1 and 49. Array of size 50 is created, but it is just want to enter 25 elements. So whatever size it will be mentioning, size is, let's assume that it's 25. So we are printing a message that enter the elements of the array. Now user needs to enter how many elements? 25 elements. कहाँ से शुरू होगा index? From 0, 0 से लेके 24 तक it will enter the elements. 30, 40 and so on up to index 24. 25 elements are inserted, size is 25. Now scanned as stored in the array. Now enter the location where you want to insert a new element. This इसका मतलब क्या, कौन सी position पे आप new element को insert करवाना चाहते हो. Whatever value will be entered by the user, that is stored inside the variable position. After that, now what element you want to insert. For example, position is inserted at third position पे, want to insert the element. Third position means this is position 1, 2 and 3. Here I want some element. Let's assume that that element is 24. This is what? This is element. This is stored inside element and this is position. This is just the dynamic program. Otherwise आप यहाँ पे directly fix करके भी लिख सकते थे for convenience, अगर आपने यहाँ पे सिर्फ for loop की working देखनी है. Okay? Then this we have already discussed. जो भी आपके पास size -1 है, that is size is 25, 25 minus 1, whatever element is present at position 24 will move to 25. So size -1 कहाँ तक जाएगा? I is greater than equal to position -1, I minus. In detail I have discussed it here. So I'm just writing this loop and the condition. So array of I plus 1 is equal to array of I. After that, whatever is the position was like third position पे element insert करवाना है. इसका मतलब क्या? Index क्या होगा? Third position means index is 2. So array के कौन से index पे? Index 2 पे insert the element 24. So here you will be getting a new element, that is 24. These elements have already shifted towards right. Make sense? Now after inserting the element, I want to print the resultant array. So resultant array, I is equal to 0, I is less than equal to size I plus plus, and print the elements of the array. If you have understood this concept, तो कोड में कुछ भी नहीं है, just एक formal तरीके से हमने सारे steps लिखे. We are taking the input from the user and inserting the element in the array. Is this clear to everyone? Tell me guys, is this clear? Code for inserting an element in one-dimensional array is clear to everyone? Clear or crystal clear? If this is clear to everyone, similarly we have to perform the deletion. So same तरीके में हम discussion करेंगे. First of all, we'll understand the concept of deletion. Deletion कैसे होगी, and after that we'll move on to the code. So how to delete an element from an array? Let us consider one array. Consider an array. Let's assume that 5 elements are there. Index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Elements are something like this is array. Elements are 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. I want to delete the third element from the array. Third means which is present at index 2. I want to delete this element. So what do I need? यहाँ पे अब क्या होगा बच्चे? जो भी इसके बाद एलिमेंट्स हैं, क्योंकि ये स्लॉट एम्प्टी है, सो दीज ऑल विल बी शिफ्टिंग टूवर्ड्स लेफ्ट. सो व्हाट इज दिस? आई इज ए ऑफ 2 पे कौन सा एलिमेंट आएगा? वॉट एवर इज प्रेजेंट एट ए ऑफ 3. ए ऑफ 3 पे कौन सा एलिमेंट आएगा? इफ दिस इज शिफ्टेड हियर, दिस एलिमेंट विल शिफ्ट टूवर्ड्स लेफ्ट. ए ऑफ 3 पे कौन सा एलिमेंट आएगा? वॉट एवर इज प्रेजेंट एट ए ऑफ 4. Yes, delete and left shift rest of the elements. So we are shifting towards the left. So iteratively, if one more element is there, something like 5, 60. So whatever element is present at A of 5, A of 4 पे कौन सा element आएगा? Whatever element is present at A of 5. So this is an iterative statement. So in short, in generalized way, iterative statement को हम कैसे लिख सकते हैं? A of I पे what element you will be getting? Whatever is present at A of I plus 1. Now what will be the conditions for the for loop? For loop कहाँ से शुरू हो रही है? Let's assume that I want to delete the element which is present at position 3. Position 3 का मतलब क्या है? Index 2. So I is starting from index 2. That is I is equal to position minus 1. कब तक ये iterative statement चलेगी? Till what point this will go on? Let's assume that here the size of an array is 6. 0 to 5 is 6. I की वैल्यू कहाँ तक जा रही है? Till 4. So what is that? It is I is less than size minus 1. Size minus 1 is 5. 5 से less is 4. So the value of I will go till 4, and once you have covered the statement for a of 2, then you need to increment the value of I to go to the next value. Make sense? Earlier the size of the array was 6. When you have deleted one element, so this element has shifted here, you have 50 here and 60 here. So this is over. Now what is the updated size, or what are the number of elements present in an array? That is 6. So after that, the size, since one element is deleted, so the size of an array will be decreased by value 1. Clear? Concept में understanding हुई? If concept is clear, then we'll discuss the code. Okay, so let's move on to the code. Code for deleting an element from the array. Included the header file, main function में again same declarations. You have declared an array of size 50. Position represents from what position you want to delete the element. I is used, declared to go through a loop. Size of an array, this is size of an array. Element is actually not required here because we are not going to delete particular element. हम element कौन से किस basis पे delete कर रहे हैं? On the basis of position. ऐसा नहीं है कि आपके पास element हो नहीं सकता. For example, if they are given that you need to delete an element whose value is 30. So first of all, you need to search an element in the array. Searching कैसे करोगे? By traversing all the elements of the array. Search for an element whose value is 30 and after that delete that element. That is the way. But here we are just given with the position that delete the element from nth position. So in that case, we need not to search for any particular element. Directly will go to that particular position. Correct? So first of all, we are printing a message that enter the number of elements in the array. जो भी elements हैं, that is taken into the size. Elements of the array will be elements को scan करवा लो. And after that, if position is less than equal to 0 or position is greater than size, तो हम क्या बोलेंगे? Position is invalid. For example, अगर बच्चे आपके पास array का size जो है that is 5. Array size is 1. Array size is 5. And they are saying that delete the element which is present at -1 or which is greater than size. Greater than size का मतलब क्या? For example, I want to delete the 10th element. But array में total 5 elements stored है. How can I delete 10th element? It's not possible, right? So deletion of 10th element is not possible because that element does not belongs to your array. To array ARR. So in that case, we will mention that it's an invalid position. Please enter the position between 1 to the size. अगर आपके पास size 5 है, तो positions क्या हो सकते हैं? First position, second, third, fourth and fifth. That is it. Make sense? So this is for error handling. Otherwise, if the position is valid, then we need to shift the elements towards left. So this is the condition. कहाँ से start करेंगे? From position -1 goes till size -1 I plus plus. And then this is nothing but shifting the elements towards left. Left shift. And after covering this, once this for loop got exhausted, then decrement the size of the set of the array. And finally, after deleting all the elements, just print the array elements if you want to. If you don't want to print, just skip this. So main important point is this one. This is the core part. So this is how you can delete the element from the array. If insertion is taking place, then the elements will be shifted towards right side, and if it's deleted, then the elements will be shifted towards left. So this can be asked in 1 mark कि insertion के case में क्या होगा और deletion के case में क्या होगा. Is this clear? Yes? So these were the three codes that I wanted to discuss. Although I wanted to discuss these codes in yesterday's session, but because of time constraint, we were not able to discuss that. So for code purpose, you can refer to this. And tomorrow I'll be taking a session at 12:30 in which we will be covering the previous year questions on the basis of programming. Okay. So till now, whatever we have discussed, let's summarize the points. We have discussed that array is nothing but it's a collection of similar elements which are stored at contiguous memory locations. Index is used for processing the value of array elements. In C language, by default, an array will start from index 0. Index of an array must be an integer. Before using an array, its data type and dimensions must be declared. और क्या डिस्कस किया है? रैंडम एक्सेस इज अलाउड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ द पोजीशन. Array elements can be accessed randomly on the basis of the position, and arrays are best for quick sorting and searching. Clear? डिटेल में हमने कल ये सारे पॉइंट्स डिस्कस किए थे at 7 p.m. So this is the summary of the content, whatever we have covered under arrays till now. I hope this is clear to everyone. So now let me discuss the schedule for the remaining sessions of October. So October में बचे अब जो बाकी के दिन है, I'll be taking 2 sessions on YouTube. One is fixed from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. That is under the Envision batch, 8 p.m. Envision batch में हमारा slot कौन सा है? That is 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. in which I'll be covering the concepts of data structures, because programming we have covered and remaining concepts I'll be covering at 12:30 p.m. to 1:30 or let's keep this as 2 p.m. because practice के time पे थोड़ा सा time ज़्यादा चाहिए होता है. So in this I'll be taking previous year questions on C programming. I'll be starting from the latest questions, that is we will be starting from GATE 2020 and slowly we'll move on to the remaining questions. Okay, so daily we will be having these 2 sessions, and on the special timing is fixed, that is 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. in which I am discussing LR parsers, which is a topic from compiler design. Those who want to join the live sessions, today I'll be discussing that if the given grammar is not LR0, then how to check SLR1. And also I'll be sharing a trick to handle the questions on the basis of parsers. Clear? And plus पे बचे हमारा जो algorithms है, that is over. So tomorrow we will be having a mega quiz at 9 p.m. Mega quiz at 9 p.m. Is special classes daily on Unacademy? Yes बच्चे, ये daily होती है, but tomorrow on 28th of October I'll be just taking one session, that is at 12:30 p.m. कल हमारा 7 p.m. वाला और 4 p.m. वाला सेशन नहीं होगा. Okay, I'll be just taking one session tomorrow, that is 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. This is for tomorrow. Exception है कल के लिए. Any other doubt? तो कल हमारी 7 p.m. पे क्लास नहीं होगी और स्पेशल क्लास भी नहीं होगी, which is at 4 p.m. We will be just having one session tomorrow. Now let's discuss the Mool Mantra for success. We know that today it is the age of competition and all the competitive exams are based on speed, accuracy and logic, which requires constant practice from the very beginning. तो जो भी कॉन्सेप्ट्स आप साथ साथ में कवर कर रहे हो, साथ साथ में प्रैक्टिस करते जाओ. जैसे ही हम एरेज के कॉन्सेप्ट्स कवर कर लेंगे, आफ्टर दैट आई विल बी डिस्कसिंग द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस ऑफ एरेज, देन विल मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट डेटा स्ट्रक्चर, सो दैट कि जो भी टॉपिक्स, जो भी सब्जेक्ट आपके फाइनल हो गए, आपकी तरफ से फाइनल हो गए, तो उनको बिल्कुल अच्छे से फाइनल कर दूँ. ओके, if you want to take the full advantage of that, so before attending the sessions, practice sessions आप खुद से practice करो, so that कि जब आपको solution बताया जाए तो आपको पता चले कि where you were committing a mistake. Otherwise क्या होगा, whatever I'll be discussing, you will be like अच्छा ठीक है इसको ऐसे ही करना है. So do practice on your own so that आपको अपने weak area समझ में आए. Practice is very very important. Apart from this, I have discussed the schedule. So guys, if you are watching this session for the first time, you can join our Telegram group, that is Let's Crack Gate CSA. Its link is given in the description box. And definitely if you like this video, the content was useful for you, click on the like button, subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the notifications of new videos. In case of any doubt, any query, feel free to write in the comment section. Okay, and अगर कोई feedback है, then you can fill out the feedback form. As soon as I'll get a notification, I'll get in touch with you, and whatever query you will be having, I'll be handling that. All right. And अगर फिर भी आपको communicate करना है, so what you can do is you can send a message on the Telegram group. I'll be handling your query. And if you are planning to get the subscription, don't forget to apply the referral code. My referral code is my first name, Shefali, Shefali. So this is all about this session. I'll see you at 4 p.m. in the special class in which we will be covering the concepts of LR0 and SLR1 parcel. So today we will be having a practice session. Not much things we have to discuss. Whatever concepts we will be learning through the questions, and also I'll be sharing the tricks जहाँ पे आप quickly answer find कर सकते हो. Okay? Thank you guys. God bless you all. Take care. Be ready for the session at 4 p.m.